Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Mark. I'm back for my second video. My first one, I appreciate, did pretty well. I'm pretty shocked they got 40 views on a video out of nowhere. So I appreciate that for anybody who stopped in and listened for a couple minutes. So Devil's first game. I went to the game. It was great. Uh, the atmosphere was great. Uh, Pretty much a sellout. And um, from the opening face-off, you know, we see what we wanted to see. Um, Team gets started with Hamilton's goal, 17 seconds in. Um, a very nice feed, very nice heads-up play from Pavel Zacha, which is what I like to see from Zacha, as I said in the last episode. Um, I really, I'm really a fan of Zacha. I've always kind of been a fan of Zacha. I like the way he plays. I like his skill set. I just do. I don't think I'm not saying he's a superstar, but I always thought he was. He in his draft. They always get compared to his draft class, but he is growing into the player that I expected him to be. So great pass to Hamilton, and it was nice for him to get it out of the way and get it on the board. And the pace of play was great. Chicago pushed, and the Devils had their breakdowns, but I think once all their defense is back, I think they're really going to tighten up a little bit and get the transition game going a lot more. Bernier, I mean, he stood on. I'm not saying he stood on his. I mean, his rebound control was surprisingly good, and I really think that Blackwood's going to have to play for his position this year, which is good. We want to see that. Bernier didn't. There's no softies. All of Chicago's goals were either somebody left wide open or a rebound or a beautiful pass across the slot, like the Patrick Kane to bring Cat power play goal. And then uh, second period, like I said, power play just to start it off with the nice smooth ice. Chicago gets it tied up. Um, End of the second period, Hughes kind of does what Hughes does. Um, I like how he's able to just get the turnovers. I really appreciate the way that he plays in tight spaces without the puck. His nice steal, turnaround shot. That's not going to go in every day, but that's what goal scorers and that's what the players can do. They can get to that puck and keep it on their stick. He kicked it up to his stick after he stole it. Nice spin move to score. Going into the beginning of the third period, which is exactly what the team needed. A lot of stuff they weren't going to get last year. And then it was nice to see um, Johansson get his first on a nice um, clean up in front of the net off a Mercer shot. And then you have all the Devils getting on the board. Other than Graves, you have Tatar, you have Mercer, and then Dougie gets on the board. Um, it's nice to get that out of the way in the first game. Chicago comes back to tie it. Now they had a late 4-minute power play, which Mercer can't. It is what it is. It's blood. But then they pulled the goalie with about 5 minutes left, and you could just had the feeling that if they kept pushing, um, they were going to be able to score. What I did see there, to be honest, was a little bit of not hustle. I mean, the hustle's there, but Subban was out there. He just couldn't get to the puck a couple times, and I really think again, you have a full defense. That kind of stuff doesn't happen. But the possession game needs to be better on the offense. We have to be able to keep the puck in the zone when we're up and keep it out of their hands. But again, you got a 4-minute power play mixed with a pulling the goalie, and it's just a recipe for disaster. And then we go into overtime, and that was one of the most beautiful plays I've seen um, live in a long time. Just the poise, never put his head down, head up the whole way. Saw Graves driving, knew what to do. It was great. It's a great goal. Oh, Graves got an assist on that. You're right. I am right. Yeah, I thought he did because I know it was a 2-on-1 going down. I thought Graves sent the puck up to him a little bit and then rushed the net. So Graves got a point. So they all got points in the first game, which is great. All the new guys. Um, so I mean, I thought it was a great team performance. Coming back at home and winning the game, and all the right guys scored. All the right guys feel good about themselves going to the second game on Tuesday against Seattle. So moving forward into that, who to watch for in game two? Keep your eyes on Hughes. I think Hughes is going to have another good game. Um, I didn't really see much out of the Brat out of the Brad Heischer Zaka line. They had a couple chances. I mean, Heischer hit the post on that one beautiful setup they had, but they need to drive play a little bit more. But news on Twitter was that Severson will play on Tuesday, Blackwood won't, and neither will Smith or Wood. But just having Severson back in there, I think helps a lot. You could put Severson up with Siegenthaler, or you can put him with Subban or whatever, and it just kind of calms everybody down a little bit more. It gives you a little bit more of a veteran presence. I have no problem with Bernier playing again. He played excellent. I have no issues with his game at all. In a fantasy perspective, it's kind of weird because I have Blackwood on my team, but I almost want to carry both for right now because I'm not sure what I'm going to be getting into with Blackwood and I mean the way Bernier is playing. They don't have they have 3 games next week. Not a it's not a crazy slate. It's not like they go on a road trip or something. So he could get some more starts. But my prediction is another win. I did predict they were going to lose to Chicago, and I wasn't. I was wrong, but the game kind of went the way I thought it was going to go. It was going to go a tight game, and if they let Chicago hang around, Chicago was going to come back on a defense that was a little shorthanded, and a Devils team that's still young and knows how to blow leads pretty well from last year. And then, but I did say if we got in a 3-on-3, I think we would win. And Jack Hughes just takes care of that himself. He's a star waiting to happen. So this game, Seattle has been on they're on a 5-game road trip. They play tonight, so tomorrow will be a back-to-back. It'll be the 5th game of the road trip. Drieger's going to play. Devils should win. Devils should just outskate them, outburn them, and it should be a regulation win at home. There should be no reason this shouldn't be that. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Maybe some of these other guys get on the board. Maybe Sharon Govitz breaks through, gets a goal. Maybe Zaka gets a goal. Mercer keeps doing what he's doing. But that's my prediction for the next game. A little more of a fantasy future thing. I do think that Holtz is going to be on this team pretty shortly. He's tearing it up in the AHL so far. I know in the games that he's played, he had 2 goals the other night with a beautiful second goal. Um, so I could see him making the team, especially if there's an injury. But where he slots in, I'm not really sure, unless student niche doesn't stay, um, and you can put Holt, or somebody gets injured on the top line, this top second line, you can put Holtz in there in the top 6 role to just put the puck in the net. So um, we'll see where it goes. We'll see what happens. But that's my prediction for Game 2, Devils victory, regulation, and then we really can get on a roll into a season with a full week of 3 games instead of this 2 games in whatever 7 days. It's kind of a little nuts. So yeah, I mean, all in all, I thought it was a good game. They won a lot of the board battles. They didn't seem hemmed in as much as normal. And again, the end of the game, I'm going to chalk up some of that into being injured. A lot of new defensive pairings, and then also as a player, I could tell you, killing a 4-minute penalty kill on a team that's coming back with that much skill offensively, and then you add on top that they started pulling the goalie early. It was bound to happen. It was a valiant effort to kind of hold the lead, but they couldn't do it. So out of the gate, take the 2 points and you move on, and we see what happens. Again, Western Conference team. It's kind of a free game. Just get the 2 points, and then let's start playing some Eastern Conference teams and see where we match up. I know we play Washington later on in the week, so that'll be an interesting one. So, All right, guys, it's about 10 minutes. That's all I wanted to do. I don't want to keep these videos pretty short unless there's something interesting that happens in these games that I want to go on. But it was great atmosphere. Again, um, I I have no complaints about the first game, other than Prudential Center ran out of beer and food, which was kind of weird. I don't know if that was a supply chain shortage or a work shortage. I'm not really sure what that was. But yeah, that was a little weird to see. But maybe they'll get that moving as the season rolls on. So, all right, guys, that's going to be my video for today. Check out, I'll have another video before the next game this week. I appreciate the 35 views on my first no subscribers first video out the gate. So I appreciate that. And check this one out and leave me some comments, leave me some feedback. Let me know what you guys think. And I'll talk to you guys later. Again, this is Mark, and enjoy your night. Go Devils, and I'll talk to you after Tuesday.